good evening, welcome to Freestyle Fitness Yoga. Let's start the same way we finished last week with our beads, thinking of prayers, words, mantras to help to center us. I'm going to start some music. So still doing our candidate breathing. Let's tuck our chin down towards our chest. And breathing in, taking it back. Let's do 3 more. Last one. Bring it to center, and let's do our side to side here to the shoulder. and then the twist. And bring the head back to centre. So place your beads down if you've got them. We're going to take it into our forward backward bends. We're again doing 8. So we're breathing in, we're reaching back. We're breathing out, taking it down. Remember, if you want, you can bring them arms in. And bring it down. So let's spin. And it's 8 on each side or 60. And bring it back. Let's lift and side to side. 8 on each side or 60. And bringing it down. Let's take it into our cat and cow. Let's do 2 more. Remember to keep changing them fingers from left to right. And bring it back in. Tilting the pelvis. And then side to side. And then in a circle. And the opposite direction. Bring your weight over onto your right, tighten everything up, swing the leg. And then to the side. bring it down, change the weight, pull everything in. And to the side. Bring it down. Let's take it into chair pose. And then up into divers. We're going to do this 8 times. Last one. Bring it up. Take it down. We're going to go forward into that half bend. Breathing in, lifting up. Half bend. Remember, bend them knees if you need to. Last one of our half bends. And lift. We're taking it all the way to a forward bend. All the way down. Breathing in to lift. Let's do 3 more. All the way down. Swan dive. Remember, bend the knees if you have to. Last one. Bring it up. We're going to take it into a forward bend with a thoracic twist. Take it down. Open the right hand to the ceiling. Bring it down. Open the left and down. Lift up. 3 more of these. Change sides if you want, but you don't have to. We're going to step out and let's take it to reshape. Left to right, right to left. Pull yourself through your legs. Lift up. 3 more. Remember, I change sides, you don't have to. Work with that breath. 2 more. Bring it up. Step in. Let's bring ourselves to mat pose. Catch your breath. Remember why you're here. What do you want? I'm going to drop that. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathing out. Breathe in, make sure your fingers are down, up onto your toes, as if you're going to go into crow. And then you're jumping back. Rip the floor. Roll to up dog. Come back to down dog. Bend the knees to bed, shoulders back. Jump in, forward bend. Lift up. 3 more. Now this one we're going to stay in down dog. So we're staying here. And again we're just catching our breath. We can stretch our legs. Can have a little shake out. Do whatever feels nice. So we're going to start to move into our flow. We're going to start with our right foot. We're picking it up and we're placing it between our hands. Dropping our back foot down. Pushing forward, lifting up into your warrior one. We're opening the arms and we're twisting, pushing with the front knee, pulling backwards with the arm to warrior two. We're reaching forward, bringing our arm down and our hand over our head into side angle pose. We're going to straighten the front leg and open the arms, one to the ceiling, one to the floor, into triangle pose. As we bend the knee, we lift the arm up, we drop the back arm, we come into a reverse warrior. We're bringing our arms down, we're turning, we're pushing back with the arms and stepping up into aeroplane. From here we're bending, stepping back, coming back to our down dog. I'm just going to change, bring that back up. So now you can see a bit more arm and not so much foot, hopefully. So we're doing that with the left. Lifting, placing it between the hands, dropping the foot. Pushing the knee forward, lifting up. Opening the arms, turning, forward with the knee, but backwards with the arm. As if we've been shut forward, we take it into a side angle. It doesn't matter what you do with this arm, it can be there, remember. We're going to push the leg back and stretch the arm. We're going to push and it'll flick our arms back. We're like a mechanism. As we're moving, we're turning, we're pushing, and we're lifting. We're taking our foot back, we're stepping back to down dog. Now from here, if you want, you could do, we're going to do this in a bit, you can come forward, keep the toes down, or but drop the shoulders back into an up dog, just for a laugh, and go back. We are going to do that a bit more in a bit, that whole movement. So, we're going to do 2 more sets of this, but I'm going to shut up. Okay? Here we go. Remember, it doesn't matter at what speed. Doesn't matter if you forget anything. You're going to come in to your cobra and then down to child. Have a little chill. Catch your breath. So, we're going to bring ourselves back up. So we're going to do a bit of a spinal roll. And I want you to, it doesn't matter how you do it, I just want you to think about your spine rolling, okay? So for me, I'm going to tuck my chin in, I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to lift my head and roll my spine. Now, it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you can kind of feel. So you may prefer to come down with a straight back and roll up. So it's kind of doing it a different way to the way that I was just doing it. So instead of taking the head back, you may prefer to drop down there with the shoulders pulling back and rolling back up. So from here, you're looking up, you're going down to a bit of a caterpillar, or rolling, or doing it both ways. It doesn't matter, as long as you're feeling that spine starting to loosen up a little bit. So I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to change to rolling my spine the other way. And it's all them little fissulas, them little ligaments, them little pieces of skin, of flesh, that are kind of holding joints, holding ligaments, attaching the skin. You just kind of, same way you kind of rub an egg, a hard-boiled egg, to try and dismantle it from the skin, the shell, and you have that kind of sinew underneath. It's that we're doing with our spine. We're trying to just roll it up and down. Now, I haven't done this for a long time, and hopefully you haven't eaten for a bit. We're going to try the abdominal lift. So this is about emptying the lungs, blowing out, and then pulling the stomach from here to here. But at certain times, menopausal, my stomach swells with gases. So it's really, I find this really painful at this time. Can do it much better in the daytime, in the morning, but overnight I find it quite hard. So you may hear me, I might burp, or it might come the other way. Sometimes as you're pulling it in, it pushes gas out one way or the other. So don't be, have a laugh if you hear it. So I'm going to bring my top up, and I'm going to bring my trousers down slightly so that you can see the stomach. So I'm going to breathe out, and as I'm breathing out, I'm going to pull my belly in as much as I can. You should hopefully see an opening or going back here, but also here in my throat. Don't hold it too long. As soon as you need to, let it all back out again. Let the breath back in, I should say. So. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do one more. Now this massages your internal organs, and it pushes all the air right from the bottom of the lungs. So as you breathe in, all the air goes right to the bottom. Now we're going to try and move it by just kind of doing that with our belly. Okay? So again, I'll blow out and have a go. So here we go again. Not as good as I used to be. Last one. Now that is just about lifting and kind of punching the stomach from the inside, but it works the internal muscles of the stomach. And again, it's that pelvic floor, that area down the bottom, but it's starting to work the stomach muscles internally as opposed to externally. So we're going to do, again, a little bit more of that movement with the spine, trying to wake up and move the spine. We're going to do what we did halfway through that, a down dog into an up dog, down dog into up dog. And we're going to do eight down dog, up dogs. So I'm going to drop the camera again. Now, we're going to take it down into our forward bend. You can step or jump back to down dog. Again, using your hand, make sure that your hands are doing the work. You're pushing back. You're going to come forward, and as you come forward, you roll the shoulders, you're dropping the hips, you're not letting your knees drop down, they're lifting up, and you're using the back of that leg. You're not just letting them drop down, you're pushing the back of the leg up. You're not dropping into your shoulders, you're lifting up. You're then lifting and rolling back. So we're going to do 8. We're going to roll forward and breathe in. Control them legs. Work the backs of them legs. Breathe out. Stretch the backs of them legs. 2. And then you're coming down onto your knees. Turn your palm, let yourself go into child. Relax out. So again, we're starting to work that spine. Getting a bit more flexible. We're going to again now bring it into a twist to start stretching in the worst part, which is the thoracic area. So we're going to bring our right foot forward, and our hands are going on the outside of the foot. We're bringing our left knee up into a deep lunge. We're going to stretch our left hand up in the air, and we're going to thread it underneath. So we're reaching up, rolling against our leg, reaching under. 3, 4, 5, and hopefully you'll feel it pulling also through the psoas. 6, 7, and last one, 8. Bring the hand down. You can push back to down dog. So let's try the other side. Let's bring that left foot through. Drop the hips. Remember, you've got a block under there if you need it, that's fine. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, reach under. And bring it down. Again, push into child. Let your body relax down. Turn the heating back on. Oh no. So from here, we're going to take ourselves down onto the floor. So I'm just going to change that camera position. So if we take ourselves down onto the floor, so we're going to bring ourselves into Sphinx position. We're pushing with our feet so that we're lifting our knees off the floor. We're squeezing our bum muscles and making them work. We're pulling our shoulders back and down. Tighten up the back muscles and see if you can lift the arms off the floor. Then we're bringing it down. Pushing up. Lift them up. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So tighten all them legs up, tighten that bum up. 6, 7, 8. And let the body drop down, shake the bum. So we're going to take it back up into Sphinx, but we're going to do a thoracic roll again from here, working again that spine. So back up into our Sphinx position, elbows underneath our shoulders. Keeping your right hand down, you're going to take your left hand behind your head and you're just going to try and lift it. Bringing it down, lift it. Bring it down, lift it. And bring it down. Let's try the other side. So again, back in Sphinx, hand on the head, bring it down, lift it up. And bring it down. Turn your palms in. Let your head drop down. So, the next one I'll show you, you don't have to do it today, because it depends on whether you've got blocks or pillows or cushions. If you've got blocks, you'd put one flat and you'd put one on top so that you're making a kind of bridge. And it has to be quite strong, because if it's a cushion, you might just drop into it, but you want to be slightly lifted. You're then bringing your body on so that you're coming underneath your sort of boobs, your breastbone, so in this kind of area here. So it's just below your solar plexus, so that you're resting on the blocks and it's holding you in that position. Lovely. So like I said, you can build yourself up with pillows, but make sure that it's not too down. So like already, basically we've come from Sphinx position It should be near enough the same as if your elbows are down. But now when you bring your arms away, you're held in Sphinx position, but without having to hold it there. So from here, you'd bring your hands behind your back and you drop your head and lift up. And bring it down. And again, all it's doing is just adding an extension to the back. It makes that back work a little bit harder, but you're not having to hold yourself up there. You can take the hands away, but you won't drop. You'll stay in that position. Again, you could try rolling to the sides so that you're getting a thoracic twist. And again, bringing it down. We're going to lift up and push into that child position, keeping them hands stretched out so that you're stretching the lateral muscles which run down around the side. So as you kind of dig your fingers in and push your bum back, it should feel them stretch through them big lateral muscles in the body that we've just been working. We're going to bring ourselves onto our belly. So we've worked the upper back, now we've got to take it down the body to the lower back. So from here, having the head resting down, now you can be looking forward or you can drop your head on the floor. But just make sure that your head's not completely smashed, so that your nose is squashed in the floor, your mouth squashed in the floor. You don't want to have your face smashed into the floor. You can put your hands down so that then the head, the nose and the mouth is nice and free. There's an area for you to breathe. Or like I said, you can have it tilted upwards. Completely up to you. I'm going to have mine tilted up because I think that's easier for you to hear me rather than tilted down. But I'll probably change it halfway through. So we're going to start with our right foot. You're going to imagine someone's grabbed hold of your foot and they're lifting your toe up in the air. And you're still pulling your toe away. You want to try and keep your hips down so you're not rolling onto your side. You're keeping your hips down. It might not go very far, and that's fine. So imagine lifting, stretching it out, and then bring it down. Now, sometimes this is a hard muscle, and sometimes you need somebody to actually give your leg a lift. So we're taking it out, we're lifting, but we're not rolling. We're keeping the hip down, we're lifting the leg out. And then we're going to change sides one more time. Pull that leg, lift it up. And then down. Let's change sides. And bring it down. So we're going to move our hands underneath. In fact, no, we'll do a belly boat first. In fact, we'll do that. So from here, you're going to take your hands behind, push them down to try and lift the upper body, and then lift the feet off the floor into an upside down boat. and bring it back down. So we're going to turn our palms over so that they're flat down. We're again going to lift that chin so that it's looking forward. We can tuck our toes, lift our bum off the floor and bring our hands underneath so that they're flat on the floor and our little fingers are touching. We're again going to try and rip up the floor, push with our fingertips and then see if we can lift our legs off the floor. And bring it back down. Take the hands out, turn the palms over, let the head just roll to the side. We're going to bring the hands under the head. So again, the head's resting on the hands so that the nose and the mouth are free to breathe. You're going to lift your right foot and you're bringing it all the way over, keeping the elbows on the floor on both sides, just reaching that foot up towards the elbow. So the right foot reaching up towards the left elbow. Think about pushing the right elbow in the opposite direction. And then roll it all the way back down. So let's try that left foot reaches over. The elbows don't lift, they stay where they are. You're reaching the left foot towards the right elbow. And then you're going to see if you can just push, you're not moving it, but you're just pushing the left elbow in the opposite direction. And you should feel that stretch through again them lat muscles, through the lower back. And bring it back down. Take your hands under your shoulders. Push up. Take the knees apart. Keep the toes together. Drop your bum back. Let yourself drop down into child. Now, if you've turned your head in one direction, just turn your head in the opposite direction. And then bring yourself back up. So I'm going to get you to lie yourselves down. I'm going to talk. And again, I'm going to play some music, which is the Gregorian chant. So just let your body relax down. Listen to the tunes. Again, if you don't like them, you can always turn them off if you're not really into them. But just have a go. See how you feel. It's always about just listening to your body and let it tell you what it wants to tell you. There's always something in your body that sometimes it just needs you to listen and to be quiet and to be still. But listen to your body. Always a good start. So get yourself nice and comfortable. You can, again, if you want to, if you enjoyed using the prayer beads, you can use the prayer beads. You can say your prayer. You can say your word. It's about using everything that we've learned, choosing the ones that work for you. Not everything works for everybody. One size does not fit all. We are all individuals with our own ideas of what we want. So these chants have gone on from the Middle Ages. They're reassuring and calming. They help to lower blood pressure and heart rate. It steadies the pulse and the breathing, quiets the mind, and uplifts and renews the spirits. In this busy, fast-paced age, your mind may wander in search of something more meaning and comforting. You may feel the need sometimes, something more soothing for your body and soul. And research conducted in France in the 1960s by Dr. Alfred Tomitis found that listening to Gregorian chant heals the body and calms the spirit. In addition to mending spiritual illness, it may provide relief from hypertension, migraine headaches, ulcers and heart attacks. He found listening to the chant slows the metabolism, steadies the pulse and the breathing and quiets the mind. According to his theory, there are two kinds of sound. Discharge sound, those that tire, fatigue and drain the listener, and change sounds, those that give energy and health. According to Dr. Thomas, Gregorian chants may be the most potent change sounds to promote strength and vitality. So breathe deeply a few times. And let the sound of the chants wash over you. Mentally join those who are offering praise to the God, to a Buddha, and to a higher power. Notice if you feel calmer and less stressed. Notice if your breathing improves, or if your heart slows. take some time to sit in silence, to listen to the body. Think about how your breathing is and how your body feels. And when you're ready, you can come out.
Recording stopped.